Peace and blessings, everyone. Peace and blessings to all humanity in general. Peace and blessings to all cultures and backgrounds, people of all walks of life, of all faiths, religion, spirituality, mentellect, author, non-spiritual, atheist, agnostic, whatever you want to call it, to the melanated family, the black, Latina, mixed black or race, brown, yellow, red, decent, good-hearted Caucasians who are the exception to the rule as well. And to everyone in general, I want to wish you peace and blessings. Welcome back to the channel for all people. Continuing with part 2, volume 1, part 2, pardon me, of the mini-series, Swirling, Smurling, Coonery, and Buffoonery. Picking up from where we left off, before I continue though, just want to, share some important recent statistics that I gathered most recently over the years from, online encyclopedia, different books, articles, print media like Wikipedia, Black Demographics or Life.com, U.S. Census Bureau, and offers empirical evidence. The divorce rate in America is the highest currently in America and Europe, is the two of the highest divorce rates, not only in the westernized world, but in the world in general. American divorce rate is at least over 51.5 to about 54.9 or 55%. And it seems to be growing all the time exponentially. We have an epidemic of low involvement of fathers, even though you do have a lot of single dads out there. The majority of the time, the single parents are the females. Also, the divorce rates by certain ethnicities or backgrounds for the so-called black African American, the average divorce rate is about in America is about 60 between 64.9, 65% to 75%. For Asians, I believe it's approximately between 13 to about 21%. For Latinos, Hispanics, I think the divorce rate, the last time I checked, is approximately between 33 or 33.9 or 34% to about 41%. And for, other, it's approximately 25 to 29%. And I believe the last time I checked for whites, it's approximately between 47 to about 49%, somewhere in the upper 30s or mid to high 40s. Also, to add to the problem, as we all know in general, in recent years, we know generally speaking that part of the reason why the dating culture in America has had such a decline and is becoming so rough and bad is not only because of the single parent epidemic, the dysfunctional, the broken homes, but then on top of that, even, genetically or by nature and biology itself, females in general outnumber men, be it in America and in most parts of the world. In a lot of parts of the world, in America in general, for about every 1 or 2 male babies is born, there's at least between approximately 3.5 to 4 or 5 female babies. So there's already a disproportionate reason, in terms of population, that's contributing to the problem as it is. Also, lastly, before we continue, we have to keep in mind there's an economical divide, that because of the rise of feminism, the increase of females being merged into the workplace, from, part of the women's lib and the women's rights from the late 60s, 70s, over the last several decades, where they began to see their peak after the late 80s and part of the 90s. Whereas now we're well into a new millennium where you have the number of females in positions of power and in the workplace being merged has risen drastically. Both sides, men and women, have had to cope with the issues of being more co-ed in the workplace. So all of these things, and then not only that, but then to mention Also the economic divide by certain ethnic groups, and different cultures respond differently. In the so-called black or African American community, is a very high disproportionate economic divide between black females and black males. And I hear a lot of black females complain that part of the reason why they choose to date out, or they feel the pressure to date out more often, is because they feel that a lot of black men unfortunately are unable to keep up economically, and that if they and that they would be, they say, in order to gain the economic or maintain the economic and social lifestyle that they want, it's from a money standpoint, they're because of the high poverty rate among black males and economic disenfranchisement, and the fact that even a lot of black men that are working are still underpaid and working for less than their white or other counterparts. So a lot of black women will say, well, hey, it's not only that they may not be interested in seeing black men anymore, but a lot of them cite the economic reasons. They feel that a lot of black men may lack initiative when it comes to wanting to pursue and make more money, or to aim for better things in life, which I don't particularly agree with myself. However, I hear a lot of black females complain. Some people say they're being hypocritical. Some black females say that it's legitimate. But be that as it may, I'm not here to unfairly take sides or attack anyone. We're just here to bring up the topic, discuss it. We want to get different comments, different perspectives on intercultural, multicultural, interracial dating and mating, and what your perspectives, statistics, facts, or points of view that you may want to share. Continuing from part two. Also, there's a big double standard. Oftentimes, for some reason, it's more socially acceptable in America because of the dislike and the hate and the double standards and the societal stereotypes, and the police brutality and the negative image that has been cast upon a lot of black men, that black females pretty much can pick who they want to be with, and they don't often receive as much criticism. Whereas a black man, if for whatever reason or reasons he dates out, whether it be for economic, personal, social, or other reasons, or maybe he's dating out because maybe he feels that there's no females of his own race that are of quality, or that are decent available in his geographic area. And a lot of times, if you happen to be an African American or black male, that you're raised in a more mixed neighborhood or environment where you're exposed to girls of different cultures or races, statistically it's been shown that black men that are raised more often away from their old culture or race, they're going to be more inclined to date out than compared to those who live in areas where they're mostly with other African Americans. That's just a statistical fact as well. So to all the melanated family, to all the bright black and others, good-hearted and decent black, Latino, white listeners, Asian, Christian, Muslim, Jew, Buddhist, atheist, whoever's listening, feel free. My job is just to be a servant, host, and administrator. I'm just jump starting the discussion. Feel free to leave your comments, your perspectives, your opinions, your experiences. How do you think cultural and interracial dating, or multicultural dating and mating, has changed in society? How it's evolved over the last several years or decades? Which direction you think is going? Or are you neutral like me, sort of on the fence? Are you for it or you against it? Like I said in part one, my main preference is for my own African American or mixed black or Latina or black Latina sisters. But I'm not trying to judge or impose. I'm just, saying, I'm just using my myself as an example, not to feel hypocritical. However, because of the conditions and the poor dating environment and culture in America today, like a lot of brothers, I'm gonna have to look overseas to find a decent sister to be with. So, and then there may be some of you who may be for it, who may be, like I said, for myself individually, I'm not for it. But if someone else chooses so, as long as it's for the right reasons and it doesn't cause them to hate their own people, oh well, that's their choice. It's a difficult one, but that's on them. But anyway, just leave your comments, your feedback, your perspectives. I'm going to bring this to a close, wishing you all the best in life. Be well. Remember, think right, reflect right, live right, be right, do right. Remember to like, share, subscribe, click the little bubble to be notified of the future videos. We will be continuing this mini series, and volume 3 or part 1, part 3 will be coming up. If you have a positive cause, organization, or something you're involved in individually or collectively, let me know. I'll spread the word, and you'll do the same for me. Like, share, subscribe. Even if this channel isn't for you, maybe it'll be of help to someone else. And until next time, be well. Peace. I'm out. Peace, 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 peace.